just with you right now. But the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose when I'm with.
What's up, YouTube? This is Rebecca the Diva coming at you with another video. But before I get into this video, if you're new, welcome to my channel. Please make sure that you are subscribed and you hit the post notification bell and select all. Therefore, every time I upload, if YouTube is not bugging and tripping and bugging, you'll get notified. Also, hit that share button. Share this video with any and everybody. And lastly, hit that like button because I'm a whole vibe and you're going to like me. And for everybody else, welcome back, Diva Gang. What's up, y'all? Turn this TV down a little bit so I can copyright. Sitting up here watching Dr. Now. My 600-pound life. Because I'm about 2 donuts away from it at this point. It's Sunday, so happy blessed Sunday to everybody. Hope everybody's having a productive day. It is 10:49 my time, so it's kind of early. I am getting ready to go out with a friend. Oh, look at this. Look how this stays. My homegirl, she lives in D.C. She's been trying to get up here to Charlotte for like the past couple of months and just have not been able to make it due to her job and her scheduling of her hours that she works. She works for transit. Drives bus out there in D.C. And finally, like, she didn't even tell me she was coming because I spoke to her on Friday for a little bit. And she had asked me, well, was I doing this weekend? Was we going anyway, getting out the house? And I was like, no, you know, because I'm broke right now. I have no money. Like, literally, I only have money for food, really. You know, scraping and scrounging. Until I get my first paycheck from the new job that I start tomorrow. So, yeah. So I was like, oh, I'm not doing nothing. Just chilling, you know, whatever. We be in the house. Because I gotta get everything together to start the new job. You should, let me see if I can flip this camera around so you guys can see my desk. So this is my computer right there, the blue laptop, my computer screen, and then these are my 2 monitors for the new job and my laptop right there. So that's my setup right now. I'll be working in medical insurance, which is my field. I'm a certified medical assistant, and I'm cross-trained to work front office, back office, just wherever they need me. So I was lucky enough to find a work-from-home job dealing with medical insurance. So, yay me. I still need one more job, which I'm trying to find like an email only or a chat job, so I won't just be on 2 phones with 2 jobs. My goal is to be at 6 figures by the summer of 2024. That is my goal. I will reach it, and I'm claiming it. But we're not talking about me today. I have a few things on the roster to talk about today. While I get my hair together. Like I said, my homegirl surprised me. So yesterday, which was Saturday, Veterans Day. By the way, happy Veterans Day, belated Veterans Day, all those vets out there. So she calls me. It's about 5. Yeah, about 5. And she calls me, what you doing, girl? I'm like, I ain't doing nothing. She say, you ain't hanging out with your boyfriend? I was like, I ain't got no boyfriend. You know I ain't got no boyfriend. Girl, stop playing with me. And she was like, your boyfriend at the door. I says, I don't have a boyfriend. And then the phone cut off. So I called her and she said, what's wrong with your phone? I said, nothing. What's wrong with your phone? And then the phone went dead again. And the next thing I know, I hear bam, 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 bam on the door. And I was like, I know this chick did not come all the way here to Charlotte. And I opened it. I said, who is it? Nobody said nothing. They just bam, 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 bam. So I just said, fuck it, let me open to see who it is. And it's her. So she surprised me. So shout out to my friend Sharon. That was a wonderful surprise. We went out. She took us out to dinner last night, just at the hotel that she's staying in. They was giving out free dinner, I think, for vets and stuff like that. So, yay. It was okay. It wasn't nothing to scream right home about. Today we're going out to brunch, and I think she has something else planned for the little one. But yes, that's how my day was going to be today. And then get back here and get her ready for school and get me ready for work tomorrow and see how this week turns out. But I'm here to talk about a few things. First and foremost, I want to talk about Keke Palmer. Keke. Now, wasn't you the same broad whose baby daddy, Darius Jackson, disrespected you in front of the whole world on social media because you was at an Usher concert dressed really nice? Okay. Weren't you that same Keke? Weren't you that same Keke in an interview about a month or so ago told us when you were asked the question, how is everything going between you and Darius? You said, and I quote, mind y'all's business. Because y'all know how she talk. That's what you said, sis. So now there's still pictures of this nigga dragging you over couches, beating the shit out of you. So I'm going to say this, and I am a survivor of domestic violence before anybody come for me. If you go back with him again, and he beats your ass again, you fucking deserve it. Because you should have left his ass alone, baby or not, the first time he embarrassed you. And trust me, y'all, that ain't what he did last week is not the first time that he did something to her. It's not. She just not telling the story. So, that's all I got to say about that. I said what I said. It is what it is. You know, you have to learn how to separate an abusive man from that's my child's father. Because some men who are abusive are great fathers. You know, they would never put a hand on their child. But it's like they just don't fuck with their baby mama. And she should have thought about that before she let him baby mama her. That's not your fiance. That's not your husband. He's just your boyfriend / baby daddy. And before you let him make you another statistic and made you a baby mama, you should have really thought long and hard about having that kid. You know, because now you got to deal with him, whether it be through the court system or through a mediation system or through family. Y'all stuck with each other to deal with this baby. First and foremost, you need to make sure you keep yourself safe. Because you can't come back from dead. When a nigga kills you, he kills you. And you can't come back from that. And like I said, that's all I got to say about that situation. Next on the roster. Y'all got to excuse me because I'm trying to get myself together because she said she'll be here at 12 and it's 10:55 now and I'm still lollygagging. So next, we're going to talk a little bit about Medusa Gotti, aka Alexis, my Jazzy Life's baby daddy's second baby mama. Okay, for those of y'all who are not following. So she has been doing her little thing on YouTube here and there. People are still being thirsty, pressing her about what's on the tablet. She says most of y'all have about figured it out. She said it was nothing that was related to child, you know, anything inappropriate with children. It was not that. So that only leaves something else, because if it was just regular porn, you know, no big deal. Most men look at porn. It was probably gay porn, you know. But she's not going to tell y'all, so y'all need to stop being thirsty and stop asking her. Because she's not going to tell y'all, period. I'm letting y'all know right now. And last night, one of her live streams, she had said that her reasoning for not just coming out with it, I guess, because you know, sometimes when we so eager to tell a story about some shit, that we just speak and not think. So I think when she was telling that story about the tablet, she was just so excited and she spoke, and she didn't mean to put that part in the story. But after she did, she seen how people were so thirsty about it, she thought about her, like she said, it could backfire on her, and which I feel he's never going to really want a relationship with his daughter. My first baby father is like that. Like, my 25-year-old was living in the house with her father for almost a whole year, and he barely spoke 2 words to her. So when a man is not interested in a kid, he's not going to be interested in the kid. That's what it is. And like I said, I can speak firsthand. I witnessed it every single day with my 27, soon to be 27-year-old and 25-year-old, how their father don't fuck with them for no apparent reason. Why? Because he's mad at me because I took myself out of the relationship because he was abusive and I didn't want to die by the hands of my abuser. That's the real reason why he don't fuck with his 2 daughters. It's only 2 kids that he have. Sad, isn't it? So she said she didn't want to hinder in the event that he might want to come forth and say, hey, I want a relationship with my daughter, or the daughter gets older and be like, hey, I want to fuck with my dad, and she tried to reach out and he don't want to fuck with her. Oh, it's because your mother did this, that, and the third, because niggas will do it. Trust me, I've been through that too. So it is what it is in that situation. I don't pay it no mind. Really don't. I mean, if she don't want to tell, she don't want to tell. It is what it is. And then everybody seems bothered because she's on YouTube. Let the girl be on YouTube. Because like I said, Jasmine is the one who brought her into this mess. Because Jasmine is not Chris's wife. Okay? She's nothing but the barely girlfriend / baby mama. So she had no business being in their personal business with their child. You know, so that's Jasmine's fault that Medusa even became a part of the situation publicly. So now it's just, bitch, you gotta sit back and deal with what happens now. And you can't control somebody. So if somebody want to get on YouTube and make a bag, let them get on YouTube and make a bag. People get bothered because she talks about Chris. That was her baby's father before it was Jasmine. So she has a right to talk about her baby father. And a lot of people thinking she wants him back. I don't think it's that, because look at her and look at Jasmine. If she wanted him back, she'd probably make one phone call. Yo, I need you to come to California. Here's a ticket. The nigga would run. Okay, he would run. If you see me clicking this way, that means I'm looking at my little mirror. So all of the hatred, these are my personal opinion and my personal feelings. You know, I really don't watch her channel like that. If she go live, I'll peek in there to see what she's talking about. Other than that, it's not my cup of tea. I did like the video she did the other day of, what's it called? The lasagna soup. I might try that because I love pasta. Anything pasta related, I'm for it. Give me a second. So, like I said, it's let that girl be. Nobody want Chris but Jasmine, okay? And if he's fucking with another bitch who's probably just as pathetic as Jasmine is, because only a pathetic bitch would want to be with a man like that. Like, no. Guess again. So that's that on that situation. The next situation I wanted to talk about was Strong Mommy Chrissy. There's also a lot of hatred going towards her. And I would say out of all 3 of the mommies, she's the one that manages to keep her head on her shoulders. Is she perfect? No, not at all. Do she move around too much with all 9 of them children? Yeah, she do. But who am I to judge? Who are we to judge? I'm one of the mamas. I'm one of them like her. I move a lot. In another 2-3 years, when my daughter graduates from high school, I may not be here in Charlotte. Who knows? Okay, but I moved from New York to Atlanta, back to New York. Then, how did that situation go? New York to Atlanta. Met BD, number 1. Back to New York to Chicago, where my dad was staying at the time, God rest his soul. Chicago to Florida, got into some bullshit with some bitches there. Baby daddy came to the rescue. Back to New York, stayed in New York for 5-6 years. Then from New York was fleeing my domestic violence relationship to Cali to AZ to Georgia to Florida. Now I'm here in North Carolina. So yeah, I've moved a lot. I've disheveled my children around a lot. You know, it is what it is. But if I'm not satisfied living somewhere, or if I can't afford to live somewhere, I'm going to change that situation. Like, my reason for leaving Florida was because my son was murdered there. I'm not staying in a state where my son was murdered and this white woman gets to walk away free and clear while my son is dead. Like I keep saying, you can't come back from dead. I can't get my son back. And I'll be damned if I stay in a place where he died here and nobody's doing nothing. I would have probably killed somebody by now, and I mean exactly what I said. So, do I blame her for moving around? No, because as a mother, you have to do what you have to do. So, if you got to couch hop for a year to make sure you and your kids are not sleeping in cars or sleeping in shelters or in the street, you got to do what you got to do. It is what it is. A lot of people doubt that she bought a home. I mean, whether she did or didn't, it's not my business. Buying homes these days are not really that hard. There's a lot of programs that's out there that do help you with home buying assistance. If y'all want to know more about a lot of things, a lot of programs, just email me. My email is always in the description box. My email is always in the description box. And I will explain one program, what's called the NACA program, where they will help you buy a house. They will put closing. It's a great program. Another good thing about that program is if you're on Section 8 housing, you can use your voucher to pay your mortgage. So, like I said, email me. Let me know you want to know more about home buying programs. I'll be more than happy to give out that information to anybody who wants to know. Because, like I said, there's a lot of programs out there that people don't know about. And people suffer because they don't know about certain programs. And the government is not going to give you the information. You have to find it on your own. Trust me. But anyways, like whether she purchased that home or not, that's her business. Like everybody was giving Krishan Rock a lot of issues because she said she bought the house. But then I think the baby daddy Blueface said that she paying rent on it. But what she said was she's renting to own, and she had to pay a whole year in advance, which came out to over $100,000. Which she a rapper, she got money like that. Reality star, she got money like that to do it. It probably hurt her pockets a little bit, but she probably made that money back 10 times over by now. Since her son been born. So as mothers, we gotta sometimes do what we gotta do. Everybody, like one thing my mother always told me, she was like, Becky, your life is not like other people's lives, and other people's lives is not like your life. You gotta live your life how you know how to live your life. So just because y'all may have a husband at home and he's the most greatest man in the world and he doesn't cheat on you and he got you in a 5,000 square foot house and y'all drive 3 cars, that's not everybody's story. So this is what's wrong with the internet. People judge too damn much. It's sad. So kudos to her. We'll see how long she stays in the house. Bless her and those kids. And the other thing, people talking about her daughter, she has a teenager. I have a teenager. I've raised teenagers. Now, I'm one of them lucky parents where with my last teenage daughter, I don't go through a bunch of bullshit. She's quiet. She stays to herself. She doesn't have friends because she's very antisocial. It is what it is. In my heart, I do feel like when she does have friends, then some of the bullshit may start. And I'm prepared for it because I've already raised 3 teenage daughters already. So hey, that's going to be a cakewalk. She's 15 now. It is what it is. Kids of today have it rough, especially kids that are being raised in one-parent households. They have an absent parent. Mom is busy momming. It is what it is. But I personally feel that she does a great job with her children. Is she a perfect mother? No, none of us are perfect mothers. None of us are. But I think she's doing a good job. She manages to keep food. Like, that's one thing. That bitch go grocery shopping, okay? If she getting food stamps, yeah, she putting them bitches to work. She go grocery shopping, okay? All the other mommies need to look at her grocery shopping because that bitch shop for her kids. She feeds the motherfucking kids, so you can't say they hungry. You can't say they hungry. And she barely keeps them on camera, so you can't say they don't dress good because the clothes that I've seen her buy her kids in the show on the internet, they were nice clothes, you know. Whether she do their hair or not, I'm for sure she don't send them to school with their hair all uncombed looking any kind of way. I don't see that in her. And when she knows they're not looking right, she keeps her kids off of camera. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that with her. So it is what it is. Like I said, she has a lot of room to fix her mistakes. She is still young. She's only in her 30s, early 30s. She gonna go through a lot fucking more before it's said and done. But that's enough about her. We gonna get to the real TTT, which is my jazzy fucking life. That bitch. So Jasmine had made a post last week stating on IG, saying that she was not okay and she's not going to be posting videos pretending that she's okay when she's not. Blah, 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 blah. That was a very cryptic message that she had wrote. A lot of us concerned, maybe. We're all assuming that it's, and I still feel this way, it was because of Chris. You can't tell me anything different. She wants to pretend like they're in a happy relationship. He's all in love with her. She's all in love with him. And I just don't, it's not giving that. If you look at her household, her channel, how her kids are, it's not giving that. Because when Chris was there and active in that household, her kids were very, very well put to fucking together. Okay? Now, it's like they never in their rooms. They're always screaming and hollering, making noise. He didn't stand for that. So that's how you know for fucking sure the nigga ain't there. And he probably won't be there. And she needs to just out with the truth. So anywho, she has this mod by the name of Lipstick Pimp. Now I remember seeing that person's name in Jasmine's live chats, you know, for a couple of months or whatever. So Jasmine and her mods have a group chat, okay, where they all get around, talk, gossip, that type shit. And Jasmine was recorded, I guess, talking to Lipstick Pimp about certain individuals. So she had came out with why she don't get along with Chris's sister, because she found out that the sister is friendly with certain reactors, this, that, and the third. So they have a lot of beef, which I just feel the sister don't fucking like her. Because as a baby mama, my first baby daddy didn't have no brothers and sisters. He's the only child. But my second baby daddy is the baby of like 10 kids. So I know for a fact his sisters and them don't fuck with me, don't like me. There's one of them, to this day, she'll text me or, you know, message me on Facebook. Hey, how you doing? I'm praying for y'all, blah, 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 blah. The sister that raised him, because my baby daddy's parents died when he was a teenager, so, and he's the baby of everybody, so everybody was all older than him. So his older sister, who took care of him and raised him, spoiled him, made him a fucking sissy ass mama's boy. I fuck with her because she paid for the majority of my son's funeral. You know, shout out to Valerie. She did do that, and she didn't have to. You know, she did do that. She was like, I don't mind. That's my nephew. So that's one thing I can't say. And when my kids was all little, she was a buyer. She's retired now, but she was a buyer for Macy's, and so she got discounts on clothes. Like you might have a $80 pair of pants, and she might pay $22 for it. You know, shit like that. So she would always, you know, get the kids school clothes, stuff like that. So that sister I fuck with, his younger sister, because him and his sister, he got a sister that's right up underneath them, like 10 months apart, something like that. That one I don't fuck with too much. because she don't like me, because at the time that I met baby daddy number 2, he was married, but him and the wife were not together. So I guess you know how some families are, feel like no matter what problems you have with your spouse, you need to stay in and not see other people. But it is what it was, you know. After I got pregnant, it was too late to do. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna be with this man. I loved him, you know. Whole nother story for another day. So I just feel that there's just beef within the family itself. I feel that nobody fucking likes Jasmine, you know. And who can blame them? Who can blame them? Like, her whole life spins around social media. And that's sad. When your whole fucking life spins around social media. And everybody that you meet, you want to drag them into your messy social media situation. Nah, sis. Think again. Come up with another solution. So we're listening to all of these recordings and stuff like that, and she's talking about Chrissy, and she talked about the situation that Liv had brought up, where Liv was telling her business, and she admitted it. She said, "Yeah, you know, me and him, we fought. You know, we argued and fought." Which it don't take a rocket science to see that they have an abusive relationship. Like I said, Ray Charles can see that they have an abusive relationship. That's like, it's a given that you can see that shit. You know, Chris is very controlling, and Jasmine is used to only being with Philip, who's very controlling. Seems like I guess the sister had a problem with Jasmine putting her 2 cent worth in, with Chris having to pay child support. The first baby mama, LaKenya, she has twins by him, twin boys. They're like 13. She gets awarded $600 a month child support. Jasmine had brought up this scenario that I guess when he first started the job or whatever, he wasn't seeing his money. Like, he worked for 3 months, because he gets paid, I guess, once a month, because it's a state job. So for 3 months straight, he didn't get a check because child support was garnishing his money. They was taking back the arrears, you know. And then I guess when he got caught up with the arrears, they just start taking the $600 a month for the boys, you know. And Jasmine has a real big problem about that, which that makes you a gutter ass bitch, because why don't you want a man to take care of his children that he didn't conceived and raised and had before he met you and your little ugly ass baby? Like, why? Why? That's cruel. LaKenya or Alexis didn't make those children by themselves. They had help. Him. Just because you that weak ass, whack ass bitch that sit back and just deal with whatever a nigga dishes to you, that's you, ma. Other females ain't like that. They need actual help. And I don't give a fuck if I was awarded $100 extra a month. Guess what? That's DoorDash money for my daughter. Period. You know. Now, I happen to not really go through the court system because my baby's father does not work. He's on permanent disability. And I know for a fact I wouldn't get no money for my daughter, because I've been down that road, done that. You know, I can pull up the paperwork for the state of California, because that's where he lives, where they awarded me $0.00 in child support when I did file. So will I ever file again? No, unless he gets another job, you know, which I know he's lazy, he's not going to do. He does send me $400 to $500 a month. I'm grateful for it. I take it, you know, because it could be nothing knowing him. But to be in the business of your baby daddy's other baby mamas is fucked up, because them children did not ask to be here. Just like you said that, no, you know, Chris didn't want no kids, you didn't want no kids, which that's a fucking lie, because the time you first introduced this nigga to your channel, that's all you talked about was getting pregnant, having a baby, having a daughter, having a daughter, having a daughter. Bitch, you got 3 daughters. Take care of them first. So, like, I don't get bitches like Jasmine. I really don't. I don't get them. They're weird to me, and they're desperate. Jasmine is the prime example of a pick-me. She is a pick-misha all the fucking way. But after hiding for almost a week and a half, she goes on live stream trying to explain her side about the person Lipstick Pimp, where there's some type of confusion where people say that Lipstick Pimp was a dude, but it's a female, and the person's channel, it is a female speaking. You know, like I said, I'm not really too familiar with her mods or anybody, because I think they're all just flunkies, for lack of a better word. Like, you're not getting paid to be a mod, and whether people realize it or not, like places like TikTok and YouTube, they actually do hire moderators for certain things. You might want to check into that while you being somebody's moderator for free who could give a shit about you. But I'm saying all of this to say this. Jasmine, you need to go get yourself some real friends. All of these hoes and bitches that's on the internet, these are not your friends, baby. You don't know them. You don't know them. As you can tell, and as you can see, every time you befriend somebody, you always get fucked over. You always get fucked over in the end. It never fails. Happened with Chrissy, happened with Liv, happened with that other mod that was modding for you. What was her name? Life of Jasmine, that dumb bitch. Now, Lipstick Pimp, like anybody who you become friends with, the whole situation just tarnishes. Like you got bad luck, bad juju or something on you when it comes to friendships. Be your own fucking friend. How about that? Be friends with your children, because you and friends don't seem to mesh right. Y'all don't mesh right at all. And it's crazy. I can't say that I feel bad for her, because I do not. Jasmine brings all of this on herself. Because why in the world would you want to get into a chat, or the group chat, and start spilling your guts about shit that don't need to be spilled guts about? On why your man's sister don't get along with you and him, and what Liv did, and what Chrissy said, and Chrissy this, and why? Like, that's childish, number one. Like, I don't even think high schoolers do that shit. Middle schoolers probably do that shit. Like, sis, it has to be a better way. Like, get your shit together. And I said it once, and I'm going to say it again. Learn. Go get a real job and leave YouTube alone. It's time for you to hang up your camera and do something else, because, nah, baby, this ain't it for you. It's too much drama surrounding you and your kids. Focus on being a good mother, taking care of your household, and maybe, just maybe, God will send you a good man where you'll be preoccupied with taking care of your man and your kids, and don't worry about YouTube. But that's my time, guys. My camera is blinking red, the battery, and I gotta hurry up and get ready, because my friend said she'll be here 12. Trust me, she will be here 12 o'clock on the dot. She don't play. But I will try to vlog when I'm out. That's not a promise. I will try. I'm going to take my camera with my phone with me. So until next time, guys, bye. And I love you guys. Thank you for all the love and support that you guys have been showing me. It doesn't go unnoticed. It does help me out a great bit. And I appreciate you guys to the fullest. Until next time, guys. Bye.